Good morning, children. Today we are going to study about the first chapter, A Letter to God. The introduction of the story. The story, A Letter to God by G.L. Fuentes, revolves around the idea of having unquestionable belief in something. The story is set in a Latin American country. Lenzo, the farmer, who is the protagonist of the story, writes a letter to God seeking help from the Almighty after discovering his entire crop field destroyed by a devastating hailstorm. Although his wishes get fulfilled partially, if not completely, he is ungrateful in the end and questions the honesty and modesty of the postmasters who actually helped him with money anonymously in the name of God. The summary of the chapter. The story, A Letter to God by G.L. Fuentes, depicts unwavering faith of a farmer in God. It begins with a farmer named Lenzo expecting for a rain to nourish his field of corn. He is confident that his harvest is going to yield him huge profits just like it does every year. To his utmost excitement, rainfall did happen, but sooner it turned into a hailstorm, destroying his entire crop field. The damage posed a threat to the family's survival, as their entire livelihood was dependent on the year's produce. Although disheartened, the family had robust belief in the Almighty. Lenzo, despite having worked day and night at the field, knew how to write and thus decided to write a letter to God explaining his situation and asking for help. He went to town to post his letter addressed to God. The letter, on being noticed by the postmaster, at first amused him, but then motivated him on to do something for the farmer so as to keep his immense belief intact. He contributes from his salary and collects money from his colleagues and friends who willingly contributed for an act of charity. To his dismay, he could collect only 70 pesos, which he wrapped in an envelope to make it seem like a reply from the God. On having found the letter, the writer, Lenzo, is not at all shocked, but instead he gets angry on finding that the amount is less than what he had expected. He again writes a letter to God, conveying his disappointment and distrust in the employees of the post office, who he thought had stolen the remaining amount.